Hello, and welcome once again to another edition and another year of Behind the Lens video style. The lens, let's get to it. Yes, sir, today's the first full day of school here in Rutherford County. Let's see what the lens has got to say. Excited about this year's football. There's a bunch of ads, Tom. What do you... Jamboree kicks off this season. County Jamboree kicks off the prep season as 7 AAA teams squared off tonight at the reservation. Yep, we'll all be over at the reservation tonight. Should be fun. Let's see what Tommy's got to say. Olympics going on, medals being passed out. Changes. Well, here we are. First topic's already right out of the gun. Many of you know about it, but I'll let some of you that don't know. Changes. Notice, white robe. Have you looked at the back? All the logos are there. It's all changed. Yep, this is the year we've decided to go kind of independent. I really don't have any skin in the game. When you look at it, I like to film high school football. Been doing it for 12 years. Not even from Murfreesboro. I'm just a transplant. I'm here because of my job. But I love it. And I love all these schools, and I want to represent them. And I want to represent the kids. When you get down to it, gang, it's colors, symbols, animals, mascots. But really, what is it? It's the people. It's the people that rise above and go on and end up becoming athletes and grow up to be young men or young women, whatever the case may be. But anyway, that's what's made us decide to just kind of mill around and find the game we want to do and just be independent and enjoy the season. In fact, each one of the schools got $100 that I plan on visiting. Siegel got $100, Riverdale got $100, Blackman got $100, and Oakland got $100. And those are the 4 places I plan on visiting this year. Plan on trying to do a lens at some of them, just to break it up and do something different. Don't know how to work out. I may go back to representing just one school. But for right now, we're going to really see what happens with just being independent and milling around and helping you guys out. It's what you're all about. So anyway, that's enough of topic number 1. Let's move on. What, the wind is whipping. It's getting stormy here in a little bit. Or get this topic in. Careful what you wish for. Dreams might come true. When I arrived in Rutherford County and first started living here, I got into something called football. But the first thing I got into wasn't videoing. It was announcing. In fact, in 1998, I called my first football game. And since then, I've called probably over 700 of them. I've called little kids, big kids, you name it. I've called amateur league, semi-pro league. I've even called women's football. And I'm also an auctioneer. A lot of you don't know that, but I am a colonel. And at the end of the day, if you're an announcer or a public address announcer, you want to do it. So I got offered last week, but I didn't get offered just because I got offered. I got recommended. In fact, Oakland doesn't have an announcer, or did not have an announcer till about 2 weeks ago. And they were looking, and they asked Tom Krager. Tom told him I could do it. But I made up some rules, not something I made up out of my head. I made up the rules, and I sent them an email and let them know a couple of things. I'm not a homer, gang. You'll get a fair game when you come to Oakland High School. We'll call it straight up for the kids, and in Oakland campus fashion, just like probably the principal wants it to be called. So, when you go to Oakland this fall, at least for one game, I know that, it'll be the first game. It'll be against Blackman. So, since 1998, I've always wanted to be a high school public address announcer, and you know what? I'm going to get, hopefully, 4 games this fall. We'll see. Oakland may not like me, and I may only get 1 game, and they may tell me they're going to find somebody else. But most of all, I know one thing deep in my heart. That first game, it's going to be fair, And every kid, if you score a touchdown, you're on Blackman, you'll get your parade. And if you're on Oakland, you score a touchdown, you'll get your parade. Just like I did the first game. I did it in 1998, and I'll do it in 2012. I just want to say one last thing, and then I'll go. Thanks, Mike Eady. You were the first person that called me, and you were with me there in the early days down at Smyrna when we used to call in that little booth, and we had a lot of fun. And I'd call 8 games a day down in Smyrna, and help the kids out. I didn't get paid anything, and I also videotaped a lot of those games. That's where we found some of the legends that played on some of these fields, like Sonny Gray, like Rod Wilkes, like Tavis Mathers. He played youth ball down at Murray County. You know, they all came from somewhere. But anyway, enough of that. Tonight, we're all headed over to Riverdale to the reservation, Tom Nolan's house. We got us a jamboree going on. First game's going to be at 6 o'clock, then they'll have one at 7, and then they'll have one at 8. We go off at 8. I say we because I will be over the mic representing that school, but representing a school is one thing than being a homer. But anyway, other than that, gang, I love you. God bless, take care, come out. I'm going to film all the games, and I'm looking for some kids to step it up. It's time to engage. I don't care really which team you're on. Just perform hard, do your best, make your grades, and grow up. That's what this thing's all about, grow up, and I'm going to grow up with you. So with that, from a man who truly delivers, and I've already said God bless and take care, but from a man who truly delivers. That's me, the Stork. Don't you like the robe? Did you see the logos? Got the little Stork Montgomery right here. You can see this, look at there, little Stork. We styling now. Whee! Buckle them up tonight. Later, gang.